A few weeks before the release of Season 12, we got a massive set of leaks that supposedly detailed the changes coming with our most recent update, and Crypto was lined up to get a choice set of buffs. However, almost none of the buffs that were supposed to arrive actually showed up, and turned what was supposed to be Crypto's great buff into more of a quality of life update. Ooh, what's up everybody? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre, and we're here today to talk about the changes that came to Crypto, and asking the question, is this the buff that Crypto needed in order to raise his status in the Apex Legends roster? First, we'll talk about the most prominent change that actually arrived with the update, Crypto's new ability to throw his drone out in front of him without being forced to manually control it. Up until now, you'd have to give up complete control of your own movement in order to access your drone, which left you extremely vulnerable to enemy attack. Now you can toss that drone out in front of you about 25 meters in whichever direction you're facing, giving you access to that vital drone scan while being able to retain your mobility and actually engage in the fight. In addition, the field of view that the drone scans within has been greatly increased from 160 degrees all the way to 240 degrees, which means that you'll now be able to scan enemies you can't even physically see while piloting your drone. This is actually quite a massive buff for the drone itself and makes the drone scan much more powerful than it was before. There was also an update to the heads-up display while piloting the drone, but this is more along the lines of a quality of life update instead of a true buff to the character. Now let's talk about what we didn't receive with this update. News outlets reported that Crypto would now have an EMP Grenade at his disposal if his drone had been destroyed, no longer forcing him to wait for his drone to respawn to gain access to his ultimate ability. But that turned out to be completely false. Crypto must have his drone active in order to access the EMP ultimate ability. But there is just a little bit more versatility now that you can throw the drone out in front of you instead of directly piloting it to a location that you would want to EMP. You can throw it into a building, back up a little ways, and pop the EMP once you're a safe distance away. Even so, the best way to make use of the drone is still manually controlling it into position, both to gather intel on enemies as well as activating the EMP once you've got them in your sights. We were also told that Crypto would now have the ability to use his drone as something of a webcam, throwing it out and having it sticking directly to a wall so you could ping enemies that might be sneaking up behind you. Unfortunately, this turned out to be something of an overstatement. While the drone will not stick to walls, it will actually turn around and face the opposite direction if you throw it directly at a wall. The function remains the same, being able to quickly get a read on enemies that might be coming up on your flanks. However, the drone does not stick to the wall and is left in a vulnerable position, just floating about in the air. Overall, Crypto feels very much like the same legend he always has been. The buffs don't really increase his power that much, but they do make him more versatile in those up-close and personal battle situations. While being able to throw the drone out in front of you is quite useful, the best way to play Crypto is still to find yourself a safe hidey hole to drone out from. Whether you're picking up your teammates' banners and getting them respawned, or you're finding intel on the enemy locations and hitting them with that EMP. What do you think about the Crypto buffs? Did they meet your expectations? Or were you hoping for just a little bit more, especially considering the news leaks we got from before the season launch? If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like, it really helps out the channel. And if you want to join the live streaming fun, you can find me right here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right around 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope to see you there. In the meantime, I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. I'm out.